Max Roxbury stood dumbstruck. The lady standing before him was a distant relative and a complete stranger. If one scoured back through the generations, they shared a family connection, apparently the same surname, but nothing else. Judging by the well of tears brimming in her brown eyes, the house he regarded with casual indifference held a wealth of fond memories for her. "Would you care to come inside and take tea?" It was the least he could do under the circumstances. He was not a man who enjoyed mindless conversation while sipping the juice of stewed leaves. He preferred something a little more potent, something to heat the blood. She swallowed, straightened, and inhaled to prevent the tears from falling. He found he admired her resilience. Most ladies of his acquaintance would have sobbed to gain sympathy, blubbered as an excuse to feel a strong masculine arm draped around their shoulder. "Yes, tea would be lovely, if it's no trouble." Max offered a graceful bow. "It's no trouble," he said in his usual rich drawl. "After the disrespectful way Bradbury spoke to you, I need to make amends." Her countenance brightened. When she smiled, something remarkable happened to her face. What some would consider plain and average-looking features, lips neither full nor thin, a nose neither elegant nor disproportioned, eyes with no unusual depth of colour, transformed into something spectacular. "If you wish to make amends, my lord, I do have a proposition for you." Her husky voice caused the hairs at his nape to jump to attention. Was she aware of the salacious implication her tone aroused? He didn't think so. Many men would take her comment as an invitation to partake in flirtatious banter. "Now I'm intrigued," he said, although he had been more than fascinated when he found her wrestling with a potted plant. Glancing beyond her shoulder, he asked, "Did you come here alone?" She nodded. "We live but 2 miles away. When I heard you'd taken up residence, I simply had to come." With a raised brow, she added, "There is no one at home to object. You need not concern yourself with any impropriety. Things are more relaxed in the country. Besides, this used to be my home, and I am acquainted with the staff." "Of course." The question plaguing him tumbled from his lips. "By your comment, am I to assume you're not married?" "Me?" She jerked her head back and made an odd puffing sound. "Good heavens, no. Married? No." Good. A decent husband would not allow his wife to roam the countryside alone, to accost inebriated gentlemen in the hope of saving the roses. Curiosity burned inside. Why did she find the thought of marriage ludicrous? Most women were busy plotting and planning ways to trap unsuspecting peers, and it put to rest his earlier assumption that perhaps she'd come to drag a marriage proposal from him. Max pushed the thought aside. "Then I feel an introduction is long overdue." He straightened his shoulders and bowed. "As you're aware, I am Lord Roxbury. My friends and family call me Max." "As in Maximilian?" she asked, raising an inquisitive brow. No, as in Maximus. It was my grandfather's name, on my mother's side." "Oh, it is quite an unusual name." She curtsied. "I am Miss Prudence Roxbury. My close friends call me Prue. Sometimes my sisters call me Pickle, although I don't expect you to do the same." Max failed to suppress his amusement. "Pickle? Why? Because you often find yourself in troublesome situations?" After recent events, he could well believe that. "No, because I have a fondness for vegetables preserved in vinegar." Max did laugh then, loud and hearty, but Miss Roxbury's quirky brow led him to believe she was teasing him. "It has nothing to do with either of those things, does it?" She smiled, and her inner radiance shone through. No. There it was again, the glint in her eye, the tempting tone that created an air of mystery he felt forced to pursue. He could not recall the last time he'd met a lady so entertaining, and would happily converse with her on the steps for hours. "Shall we go inside, Miss Pickle?" he said with a grin. "I shall ask Mrs. Harris to send someone to water the flowers, and I'm eager to hear this intriguing proposition of yours." Certainly, my lord.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.